I am getting ready to start a new project. This is actually the pattern that I'm going to use for my project. I thought that this would be perfect with the new Tilda collection. This right here, all this really pretty blue print fabric. It reminds me of the blue and white china that my mom collects. And then I'm going to use pink for my background to give it just something a little bit different and to accent some of the pinks that are present in maybe 2 or 3 of the prints here. So with this pattern, you can see there's a lot of little tiny pieces. She does kind of give you a guide on the back of how many different prints you would need, along with I guess there's like fat eighths and fat quarters, which all of mine, I'm just going to use a 1/4 of a yard of fabric for each of these because I kind of read through the pattern before I cut them, and that should be enough. I also wanted to use the whole collection and not limit myself, so it's probably going to be a little bit, I mean, it's going to be pretty scrappy. There's going to be parts though I'm going to have to repeat more of the white prints for the centers of my plates, and then try to make more of the darker blue for like the outsides of my plates. So that's gonna have to be something that these might have to be repeated a couple times, but that's how I will probably plan that out. When I start a pattern like this, I go through, read it, make sure I understand it all. She does a good job with her cutting directions. I would say that they're pretty clear. She labels them with letters. So what I do is I take a stack of note cards, I make these into really small squares, and I label them A, B, C, D, and so on. So that when I am cutting, I cut everything. I pin a letter card to that stack of fabric that I am cutting at the moment, so that I can keep everything really organized while I'm doing this. So note cards, a pen, pattern, fabric obviously. I just use like my Olfa rotary cutter, a pair of scissors, just a regular straight edge ruler that I use, and then I cut all of my pieces, subcut all my pieces with my original Stripology ruler. That makes it really quick and easy. And I can probably get this cut and done less than an hour. I would say, like piece-wise, there's a lot of pieces. Most of the pieces it wants you to do 24 or 48 cuts of those pieces. That seems to be about the norm, and there's 1, 2, 3. There are 24 different subcuts. Nope, 25, 26. 26 different subcuts, and most of them either want 24 or 48 pieces. There's one in here that wants 236 squares of a certain size. But yeah, I could probably get this all cut with my Stripology ruler in an hour if I stay focused. So this is my new project that I'm gonna do. I'm hoping to have it done so I can display it in the shop here very soon. We'll see how long it takes me to sew it together, but stay tuned, I guess, to see what the finished product looks like.